When I was 20, I worked for the sanitation department. I was a garbage man.
You were a garbage man?
I was a garbage man. I worked the back of the truck, 22 square blocks. That's hard. Doing movies, there's nothing that we do in the movies that's hard.
So never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. What my mother said to me was, Denzel, you do a lot of good, but you must do good the right way. Can't buy your way in. Can't love your way in. You gotta serve. You gotta do good the right way. So at 66, getting ready to be 67, having just buried my mother, I made a promise to her and to God, not just to do good the right way, but to honor my mother and my father by the way I live my life the rest of my days on this earth. I'm here to serve, to help, to provide. Small minds discuss other people. Good minds discuss events. Great minds discuss ideas. In this Twitter tweet meme world that we've created for our children, the least we can do is consider what we've done and think about the young people, the future, and individually, collectively do the best we can to try and turn this thing around. I blame no one. I look in the mirror. On the other side of it, what an opportunity we have, because tomorrow's the first day of the rest of our lives. The most selfish thing I've done in my life is give, because of the joy that I get from it. I love it. I don't like it. I love it. I couldn't have done it without my mother. I couldn't have done it without my wife. I couldn't have done it without my children. Who teaches you to be a man? Stay on your knees. Watch me, but listen to God. Don't listen to me. I hope that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart are pleasing in God's sight, but I'm human. I'm just like you. What I have will not keep me on this earth for one more day. I never looked at things as problems. I look at them as opportunities. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference. Goals on the road to achievement cannot be achieved without discipline and consistency. Don't confuse movement with progress, because you can run in place and not get anything done. So are you moving forward, and who are you taking with you? You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about it. I'm telling you, embrace it, because it's inevitable, and I should know. In the acting business, you fail all the time. Early on in my career, I auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical. Perfect role for me, I thought, except for the fact that I can't sing. So I didn't get the job. But here's the thing. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition, and the next audition, and the next audition. I prayed, and I prayed, but I continued to fail, and fail, and fail. But it didn't matter, because you know what? There's an old saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're gonna get a haircut. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Fail big. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life, and it can be very frightening. It's a new world out there. It's a mean world out there, and you only live once. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances professionally. So don't be afraid to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals, life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. And understand, in order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you have already done, and consistency every day, not just on Tuesday and miss a few days. You have to work at it every day. You have to plan every day. You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do. Remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done.
Then one of the most important lessons in life that you should know is to remember to have an attitude of gratitude, of humility. Understand where the gift comes from. It's not mine. It's been given to me by the grace of God. On your last day, you can't take it with you, but you can leave it here.
If you don't fail, you're not even trying. My wife told me this great expression. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential, the ghost of the ideas you never acted on, the ghost of the talents you didn't use, and they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress. Never be discouraged, never hold back, give everything you got. And when you fall throughout life, and maybe even tonight after a few many glasses of champagne, remember this: fall forward.
But perception is projection. What we perceive is what we project in this world. So are you walking around perceiving a world that is full of kindness, love, and peace? Are you perceiving a world where there's danger? Or 70% of the time we are living in stress hormone. We see stress, or we see danger all around us, whether we realize it or not. And by doing so, we tend to have physical ailments. We tend to be triggered easily. So the question is, how are you going to start perceiving the world, your environment? How are you going to change your energy so that you can understand that you can find peace, love, harmony, and all those great things that a lot of people talk about? Grew up, people would ask, how are you always so smiling, always so happy? Well, sometimes that smile and that happiness was just showing on the outside and not necessarily on the inside. But it's an inside job, and how we want to perceive our environment, how we want to perceive our lives, so that we can project that which we want to perceive, which we want in our lives. So a simple exercise that I often do with people is, I will say, close your eyes and envision yourself. Look at yourself. See yourself in your mind's eyes. Most of us will see ourselves with our backs turned. We do not typically see ourselves facing ourselves when we have a mental picture of ourselves. What does that mean? That says we're looking the wrong way. We very often are looking outside of ourselves so that we could feel better, so that we are not changing the way we look at things. We are looking outside for a validation in those things. And I would say, and I'd like to submit, that you're looking the wrong way. If you really want to have a good life, a wonderful life, you need to look within. So you need to perceive yourself as smart, beautiful, handsome, whatever those wonderful affirmations are. And then as you do that, you will project that to others.